Okay, so good evening, viewers. Tonight we're going to, oh, by the way, our Lowe's delivery came in with our product that we need for plumbing and also our electrical to kind of put that where it needs to be. That was a temporary switch, if you remember. So we're going to be installing this faucet. Why so early? Well, because, again, having things installed will tell you where they're going to end up. So I'm curious as to where the drain's going to come out, plus how long the faucet stems are, to make sure that when I put in the water shutoffs for the faucet, that they're not going to interfere with where the stems come down. I have a short story about faucet installations. We had Lowe's do our kitchen faucet, and I remember as he got done putting the faucet in and turned it on, he said, "Oh my God, the water's black." And I said, "Oh my gosh, that means he didn't flush the valves and he didn't clean out the aerator." And of course, we had to take the faucet out ourselves, return it to Lowe's, who gave us a very difficult time to return the faucet and refund the installation, because we actually had to uninstall that faucet and do it ourselves because we had been totally discouraged about having them install it again. So just, remember to follow the directions. It does tell you to blow out the stops to the faucet so that any debris caught up in it can escape and not get into the faucet. And the aerator obviously has a screen in it, so you don't want small debris get caught up in that because it ruins the aerator. So just that's a little bit of tip. So I'm going to go ahead and install this faucet and then be back after that. Okay, a little trick might help for those who might have this style faucet. I think you can also do it with a more round handle. Use a piece of wood across the back, okay, to help you align the faucet. A lot of people just do it by eye, but you can imagine how hard it would be to stand there and try and measure with a piece of with a tape measure to make sure your handles are in alignment. So this faucet actually, the spout is a little smaller than the handles, so there's a little bit of gap in the front. But I figured it'd be better to have them aligned in the back. The reason why is because this has a marble backsplash, so it'd be nice to have an even reveal across the back. Okay, be right back. Okay, so we've got the faucet mounted, and we've temporarily installed the pop-up. It's always good to have a tube of this stuff around. I've used this for years. It's great for these little jobs like this, and it has a resealable top. Always good to have a little soft cloth around too to kind of keep things clean. Now, we did put the P-trap on here, and as you can see, when it swings over, it hits this board here. I do not intend to cut this, so I can cut this tailpiece on the pop-up. It's great also to have blue tape around because it makes a great temporary marker. Now I put the tape here so I know where it sits now. I also put a piece of tape in here so I could know where it hits now, so I know just how much I should take this off of here. And I think I'd like to get at least maybe an inch tolerance. I don't know if I have that kind of play, but when I take this back off, I'll know exactly what I have. Be right back. Okay, so we're back, and we've trimmed down that tail piece and installed our P-trap, giving us this here some room to clear. The plumbing would be in the wall right here. That distance up above too will allow for us to be able to put an escutcheon plate on there. Too close, it would have been, the escutcheon plate would have been out here, causing a just really bad finished look, even though you really don't see it all that much, but I know it's there. That's what's important. Now, a lot of times without doing this type of work, what you'll end up, in some installations you'll see, you wonder why they did what they did. Well, most often it's like if we hadn't trimmed the tail piece and then found out where this fell above this board, so we could position the rough plumbing on the wall. Mine ended up with this having to be cut out, looking very nasty. or some other crazy thing that I've seen people do. There's a list of things I could probably come up with, but good planning will have a good result in the end as well. So knowing what your parameters are for your install and doing this little bit of work ahead of time and just checking everything will save you time in the long run. For many years, I would do this type of work and found out I should have done something before, checked something before, because the amount of time I spent correcting something I didn't check took me more time than actually doing the install itself. Now, I think we're going to call it an evening, okay, and move into our rough plumbing tomorrow, but we can now use this to establish where we need the pipe to have come out of the wall for the rough. Also, it gives us a good location where we're going to be putting the water stops to supply this faucet. So, hopefully this has been informative, and I'll see you all tomorrow, or I hope I'll see you all tomorrow for the rough and plumbing that we're going to be doing. You have a good night. Thanks for watching.